What's going on, everybody? It is a very, very beautiful day here in Chile. Santiago, Chile is very, very beautiful. I was up until about 4 a.m., 5 a.m. last night getting the nightlife video for you guys. I will show you guys a sample of some of that content while we're here today. I will show you guys. Your boy got some action yesterday. Let me see. I'm getting a message. Your boy got some action yesterday, and Chile is very amazing. Now, a lot of people are wondering about the title of this video. Uh, Black men are making every excuse not to date black women. I've talked about this a lot. Somebody said trying to create controversy. I'm not trying. I am controversial. That's just my mind is just controversial. But I am trying to stir some things up because I am saying things that don't have to be said, but I don't care because I want to say it. And we're going to talk about the topic. He said, yeah, I thought you were off the black women topic. I never was really on it in Africa. Somebody said, do you think it's safe to sleep around with all these random chicks? I mean, do you think it's safe to travel to all these random countries? I totally support also, but let's be honest, why would we want to date a particular group who give us nothing but stress? Now, I like to put out tweets like these. And I didn't post this one on YouTube because I know it would have got a lot of people would have not been happy with it, and that's fine. Now, I like to put out blunt tweets. I literally do it just so you guys can jump to conclusions, and it's every single time it works. Now, here we have how do you get on the Patreon? The Patreon link is here. Hold on. No, it's not on there actually. Yes, it is. So I'm gonna put the link to the Linktree link down here, and there'll be a part that says Patreon. Hey, there's black women in Chile. I'm just bored today. I'm just bored today. Chile is another place where today's Sunday. It was like it's been busy all throughout the week. Uh, Here today, it has not been busy at all outside. Let me lower this camera a bit. But the weather is perfect. I went to the top, the highest, the tallest building in South America today, and I saw the entire view, and I will show you guys. The nightlife in Chile, is good. The people now, I will say this about nightlife in Chile: the people were super, super friendly when I went out. I went to two or three places. I went to two places, and every woman I approached was just very cool. I ended up talking to him for like 2-3 hours at a time. Both of the chicks that I was talking to, 2 different times, had their homegirl that wasn't really that attractive dropped salt in the game both times. Both times they dropped salt in the game. But they you guys are simps. Look at this comment right here. I hope you're trolling. I hope you don't really think like this. Uh were you shitting on pretty good-hearted women? What? Uh, well, yeah, I don't even know what he's talking about. But anyway, uh, they drop salt in the game, and no, they're not choosy. This whole time I've been out here, I can probably count on one hand how many choosing signals I got. But me getting rejected when I approach is completely almost non-existent. I've probably gotten rejected maybe 3 times, and I've been doing at least 10 approaches per day. So it's not as common to get rejected. Now I put this tweet up on Twitter right here. Black men seem to make up the most excuses to fuck with white women. Hey, 47 comments, and they all happen pretty quick. The amount of conclusions. Somebody said I fake not like white women online because I'm afraid of what society will think of me. And I told him, you do realize I bragged about white women on YouTube in Romania, right? Like I did a whole live stream about a date and a Patreon, and I made it another long video. Is that what you really like? Come on, man. And the only time you guys jump this emotional is when we're talking about non-black women. Now, you guys know I date all races of women, not limited. I have preferences, but definitely not limited, especially being here in the southern part of South America. I'm definitely not limited. And I love the white Latinas and the mestizas. I love them to death. But I had to stir up some trouble today. Didn't have to do it, wanted to do it. But I was thinking, whenever I was talking about Argentina, and you guys were like, oh, they're so racist, they're so racist. And then y'all big up Germany, and y'all made every excuse for the Europeans, but not the Latinas, not the Latinas. If you're gonna make up excuses for anybody, let the excuses be for me. I'm the one that needs up the excuses. Why you always want to stir up mess? I don't always stir up mess. Mess just so happens to happen because I like to talk how I like to talk. Who are you trying to get a response from, Anonymous? I'm actually not trying to get a response from nobody. I'm supposed to be working right now on the emails and the website and replying to you guys' personal messages, but I decided to troll today and come up with a title to make you guys click. Now, what we will do, otherwise, you guys would have a Chile video playing, which it might play later. But for right now, I'm gonna show you guys a sample of that. I'm gonna show you guys a sample of that. Thank you, Craig, for signing up for the Patreon. Now, I'm gonna show you guys the tallest view in Latin America. There's so much outdoor naturey stuff to do here in Chile. It's absolutely amazing. Let's see. Let's share the screen. He said, I don't like you. Hey, man. What's the end zone? Yeah, I just had to troll y'all today. He said the haircut is superb. Thank you very much. No one is black from So. Thank you for the super chat, but we're not gonna start that BS today. End zone plug with the $5 super chat says, Austin, I'm 38 and never had a girlfriend before. I live at home with my parents. Should I go overseas for a better life? Please help. Daddy. You gotta be ashamed of yourself. Thank you for the super chat. But if you've never had a girlfriend and you're 38 years old, the 30 to 40-year-old version almost, I think you should pay for play in the States and then travel abroad. I do not recommend men that are not successful at all. I'm just saying you had, like, for me, I wasn't, it's not that I wasn't successful. I just was not getting what I should have been getting. That's why I decided to date abroad. It wasn't that I was a zero. No, you should have some sort of success. The naughty American expat says, salute to you, Austin, in the chat. Carry the fuck on, young man. Thank you, young warrior. Thank you very much for that super chat. Yeah, being 38 years old, still living with your parents is crazy. Go to Pattaya. What's going on, Mr. McIntosh? Now, we're going to share the screen here. Now, this is what the mall looks like. Beautiful mall in Chile. This is Chile. It is very Americanized. Let me tap in real quick. I'm gonna show you guys how I record the end of my vlog. Thank you guys for watching the vlog until the end. I hope you enjoyed that vlog. I did some B-roll footage today, and I just want to do an overlay and tell you guys what I thought about the city so far. 4 days into being into Chile, and I can tell you guys I love Chile. It's an amazing country so far, even though I've only been in Santiago. I really don't need to go too many other places, but Santiago is amazing. There's a lot of recognizable stuff. Everybody is nice and approachable. You don't have, being black, you don't have to worry about any racism, any of that. At least from my experience, it doesn't even feel, that's not even crossing my mind. I 100% recommend you guys go to Chile. And if you really enjoyed that, click the link below and sign up for the Patreon and buy the Dar es Salaam book and the Brazil book and leave feedback and tell me what you guys think. A lot of people like those books. And if you really, really enjoyed that, hit the Cash App for you, boy. I appreciate that. I love y'all. To see y'all next time. That's how you record the end of a blog. Now, let's look at the videos. I wanted to kill two birds with one stone. That was quick. Now this is St. Lucia. I believe it's St. Lucia. It's like a little, oh good, this little monument I always wanted to see is right next to where I'm staying. It's like a outdoor monument. If you guys like to explore through the nature and all that, this is a place that you could do that. I literally almost injured myself. If you come here, the stairs are extremely slippery. I had on sneakers, and the way you need to hold on to the side rail because the way it has designed, I slipped and burned my arm. It's a good place to go on a date to take photos of the skyline. For example, you walk up a little more, it's this little courtyard. Shit, wait. I had to mute it because I was probably talking shit. But this is what the skyline looks like. From this view, from this height. Of course, I'm about to show you guys a better. No, that's not a good one. That's not a good one. Here's a better one. So from this monument, which is free to go into, you could just walk straight up. You can see a good amount of the mountains in the city. But there's a 62-floor building here, and it's the tallest building in all of South America, or I believe Latin America in general. You can see everything. You can even see so far off in the distance, you can see the mountain peaks with the snow on top that I always talk about. This is the 62 floors right here. As you guys can see, Santiago is a very massive, massive city. I even think that there is like a plane ride that you could do to ride the plane over the mountains, and that would be amazing content. I'm going to get into some code approach stories after this. Today was Sunday. I was walking around. Here's what Chile looks like on a Sunday. Very, very quiet. This is good security. Let's see. There's a lot of parks here in Santiago. A lot of trees. The air is always fresh everywhere you go. was at some club yesterday. Some friendly people I met that were dancing and showing us around, showing me around. Why am I saying us? I'm out here alone. Hey man, boy, I'm double tasking right now. What you mean they value education? I'm gonna let y'all know y'all got a better shot at finding women in Santiago at the mall and everywhere else, but going out for nightlife, no. Let me read a couple of these super chats. Austin, how much time do you need to specifically to enjoy? How much time do you need in Paraguay, specifically Asuncion, to enjoy? Is 2 weeks enough? I speak Spanish fluently. No, like I said, 2 weeks will be enough for you to probably like get a hang of what may be going on. But I recommend like it's so little to do in Paraguay. I recommend you stay for at least like 2-3 months. The longer I'm, because I'm going back right after this, so I could work. I'm going to Paraguay to work. Otherwise, I could live here in Chile. But Chile is a new place, so I need to vlog and I need to show you guys, and I won't be able to get much done. So I'm gonna do some vlogging here, and then go back to Paraguay, work on the store, work on some more books and stuff, and travel, guys, and then go to Bolivia. But hit me. I don't know if you're on Patreon or not. Hit me on the Patreon or in my email for more information. Thank you for the super chat. Eric sent a $20 super sticker. Thank you very much. And Mike Cool said you should change your names to the Passport Simps. There you go. Like what I was seeing last night while I was out walking would not convince me to come date in Chile. But what I've seen since I've been here at the mall and everywhere else, yes. Also, you guys, I looked at the beard when it was grown out. I'm gonna keep it short. I'm looking at it at how wild it looked. No, thank you. You already watched this one. There's a lot of average women I noticed that were hanging out at the nightclub. Now, put a one in the chat if you want to hear some cold approach stories here in Chile, or do you want to hear stories about the club last night? Put a one in the chat for the cold approach, two for the club. And and your boy rode solo to the club last night, man. She, eh. Y'all know I tried. Y'all know I tried, but it is what it is. You know the biz. Yeah, she gave me the middle finger because for whatever reason, actually, I don't know why. Wah, wah, wow. It's all right, man. Y'all know what it is. Got the biz. And this is on a Saturday night around 1 a.m. What I noticed here that I like about them versus Paraguay, Argentina, and Uruguay, at 2 a.m., people start going home. Now, this place didn't close until 4 a.m., and I was trying to get some action, so I didn't leave until 4 a.m. But Paraguay, Uruguay, Argentina, they don't get to the club until 1 or 2 a.m. That being said, this is a more reasonable nightlife, meaning that, hey, I can get somewhere at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, get some action. But I'm going to tell you guys, the action is not at the club. I mean, it depends on what you want. The action is at the mall, is at the gym for sure. It's for sure at the gym. The action is walking down the street. The action is out and about. The action is not at the club. Now let's see how many ones and twos we got. Okay, number one. We're gonna do both then. Okay. So I'm gonna tell you guys, I would love to show you guys a picture, but this is probably one of the baddest chicks I've ever got at, right? After I left the gym, and I was already on it, right? I approached this chick at the gym and her boyfriend was standing right there. I didn't know. So I just asked her, like, hey, okay, well, where are your homegirls at? And so he was like, well, if you want to know her friends, you need to speak to me first. Of course, I didn't speak to him because I forgot. Because I don't have time for that. I'll just keep walking around and keep approaching. I listened to you guys' advice where you guys said, oh, somebody said don't just walk up on them and ask them what's their name and get at them, ask them a question to break the ice first. I tried that. I was looking for the restaurants legitimately. I didn't know where they were at. And I asked this one chick, oh, you know where the restaurant's at? She's like, oh, they're on the fourth floor. And then I followed back, well, okay, well, thank you. Matter of fact, what's your name? We got her number. I got up to the restaurant. There was this one restaurant upstairs. Every hostess, every server was at least an 8. And I wish I could have recorded it, but I can't record everything because the choosing signals and the way how people behave when I have the camera in my hand like this versus when I'm just walking like the G I am, it's completely different. I go inside and I sat down and I was like, okay, it's too many of them in here for me to not holler at somebody. So I found one. I mean, long hair, beautiful face, and just fully loaded all the way around. And surprisingly, these were Chileans and they weren't Venezuelan. I know I said the baddest chicks here have been Venezuelan, but I finally found some Chileans that are competing on the same level. Now I sat down and they sent me a male server. I said, "Do me a favor, tell that girl over there I want her to be my server." And so he was kind of offended a little bit, right? Like, oh, I guess maybe because he doesn't get the tip. Pause. I said, tell her I want her to be the server. So of course he went over there and told her. So she's looking like, what the fuck? Like who he wants me? So I looked and I was off in the distance and I smiled and I waved. I went over there and I sat down and she came over and served me, took my order. And then I told her I thought she was beautiful. That's why I asked for her to be here and I didn't want to eat nothing else. I didn't want to eat at this restaurant if she wasn't going to serve me. And she was right with it. I said, let me get your WhatsApp. No problem. She took my order, came back 10 minutes later and was like, did you send me a text? I need to make sure I got your number. I said, ooh, I told myself this morning I needed to wear the tank top to the gym instead of the t-shirt. Because your boy at you got the pre-workout. I'm giving you guys a gym right here. You got the pre-workout in your blood, and you got the tank top on, and you got the shorts that's showing off the leg work you've been putting in. So guess what? I'm walking in like I'm a goddamn movie star. Because I am, in my mind. I mean, I've been on commercials in Africa. He said, sounds like your code approaching skills have been perfected. I've always known how to code approach. I was just in Brazil for so long where when you would code approach, you would get rejected to the point where I was like, there's no point in me code approaching if a chick wants me. But in every culture, it's not going to be like Brazil, so it works. But you do need to know how to look for both or do both. So she came back and she said, make sure that you text me so I can have your number. And I was like, oh, so you want to make sure we talk? She was like, yeah. I said, oh, shit. Okay. And so she was serving a lot of tables, but she made sure, hey, Renee, fuck you. But she made sure she came back. That was funny, though. She made sure she came back every time she had free time to hold a conversation. The reason that was possible is because she spoke Portuguese. I've been struggling not knowing enough Spanish yet. Yeah, she just hating because I didn't approach her like that. Step your game up. So I did see her on Floyd's Live too. She came back and she was asking me questions on how long are you gonna be. I told you guys, when you come to the south of South America, it is not like Brazil and certain parts of Colombia y'all been going to. You have to be down here for some time. I've noticed in the past 4 countries I've been to that are off the beaten path that most of y'all don't go to, they always ask, how long are you here? Luckily for me, I'm telling the truth. I say, I don't know when I'm leaving. I've been here 2 days, but now that I've seen you, I don't think I'm ever going to leave. That always works. Long story short, she came back. She asked for my Instagram, still messaged me, whatever. And then when I was leaving, she's sending a choosing signal as I'm walking away. Like she just appreciated so much that I said I wouldn't eat at this restaurant. There was another chick I approached. I was looking for the cigar lounge, Venezuelan chick. This is a funny one. I asked her, hey, where is this cigar lounge at? She pointed me to it. She gave me a certain kind of smile. And I was like, okay, but she'll be right here because she's serving. She's not going nowhere. Let me go in here and get the cigar and come back out. When I came back out, I turned around. Her and the other waiter was looking at me and smiling. So you guys know I didn't waste no time. I turned around and I smiled and waved back. They waved back. So I told her, come here. And I started walking that way. She gave me. I talked to her for a second. She gave me her number, and when a woman is putting her number in your phone, guys, do not let that moment be silent. Continue talking. So I was flirting with her, and because there's a language barrier, she was like, "How long?" Again, she asked me, "How long are you gonna be here? Or you living here? Or you just passing by?" That's what she said. I said, "I'm trying to see if I want to live here. I don't have a return ticket back to the United States though. I've been gone 15 months." Is what I told her. And I was like, "Do you want me to stay here with you?" I said, "We can stay here together." She literally, I she made this face where she was kind of turned off when I said that. And I was like, I wonder why she would do that. But she still gave me her number. I was texting her the next day about it, and she was telling me because she asked me the same question again. I had to tell her I did not literally mean I wanted to come live with you. I was just flirting with you. She says, I thought you were homeless and you were looking to stay with me. So that was odd. I've used that line many times. I think I used it every time, actually, to test the waters and see where they at. Whenever they asked me that question about how long will I be here. And that was the first person that literally thought that I was trying to move in with them on the spot. I'm not a refugee. I know I've called myself a refugee before, but I'm not a refugee. Now, technically, I am homeless. No, I'm not. I have a home in Paraguay now. I love Paraguay. But she thought I was homeless. Apparently, in Venezuela, they don't have the same type of humor. Now, I'm looking through my phone to see who else I approached. We're not going to touch on the rest of them because they're not as entertaining. I've been getting left on red a little bit here, though. I've been getting left on red a little bit, but it doesn't matter. It's too many chicks don't care. Is it like Brazil with the population of beautiful women everywhere you turn? No, but there's a good amount of them here. Can we see the girls you talk to? No, because I do not want them to see this video and get offended. Because if they see this video, I can say, "Oh yeah, I'm talking about anybody." I wasn't talking about, and even if I was talking about them and they knew it, I didn't say their name or where, anything in specific. I got to keep it playing. Now, last night when I went to this club, I'm gonna give you guys a secret. Before I go out to the club, if I didn't get a nap in, or even if I do get a nap in, I always drink a Gatorade, especially if I went to the gym earlier that day. Why do I do that? Because the Gatorade gives you your electrolytes back, and you literally snap back like you did sleep. So I got the Gatorade and I drank it, and I was on point. I was standing there so masculine that the women were sending choosing signals this time. I just wasn't interested. I'm telling you guys, a Gatorade before a date. If you want your charisma to be right, you gotta drink the Gatorade and you gotta eat grilled chicken. You're right, zero sugar, because if you drink the one with sugar, it'll give you a crash and you'll go from a lot of charisma to zero charisma fast. Coconut water doesn't do as much as Gatorade, though. It might be better to drink that. Gatorade and grilled chicken, and I'm not even gonna lie to you, French fries. That night I was in Uruguay and I was telling chicks that I was like, "Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna fuck you right now." That was the grilled chicken wings and the French fries. I'm telling you. Take your boy's advice. Do not drink the Gatorade immediately after you eat because you will become bloated and you will become sleepy and you will lack charisma most likely. Drink the Gatorade 30 minutes after you eat. That way it doesn't bloat you. Now, I go inside to this one club, and one of the chicks was in the video I just showed y'all. Nice lower body, pretty face, good energy that was very approachable. So I walked up, the regular cold approach. She had her friend with her, and I asked her, and her friend is the one that dropped salt on me, by the way. Her friend dropped salt on me. Flipped the chick just texted me though, but she made her in that moment. She made her. Women are suckers for their friends' opinions on you. This is why I tell women as soon as I meet them that I was on the news in Brazil, because if their friend finds out before I tell them, they're more likely to just. Let me break it down. If a chick tells you, if you tell her if there's a venomous snake, no, that's not a good one. If there's a venomous snake and this chick doesn't know nothing about it, her friend can say, "Oh no, you could just pick that snake up and let it bite you. It's not gonna kill you." She'll believe it. So I always tell them about that so they won't find out later on and then switch their mind. I know that wasn't the best analogy. Anyway, the chick is hella interested, but she wasn't sending no choosing signals. She knew no English and she knew no Portuguese. So I'm struggling to communicate with her, but we're communicating enough. Come to find out, she said she actually lived in Salvador as well for the same amount of time that I did, just at a different time. But she didn't know any Portuguese. I don't know how that works. She didn't know any Portuguese, maybe besides thank you and goodbye and good night. Okay. She is heavily invested in this conversation. And so we talked for about 20 minutes. So when I went to go get another drink, the only time I buy women drinks is when it's going like this. I went to go get another drink. I said, "Hey, do you want another one?" She was drinking beer. So she said, "Yeah." She went and got the beer with me. And we continued to talk for another 2 hours. So I'm thinking, yeah, this is the one that I got. This is the one that I got. Even if I don't smash today, this is gonna be somebody that I got. Just tell her chow chow. That would work. Floyd told me that. He said the chicks like it when he say chow chow. So they go outside. Her friend is smoking. I go out there to talk to them. They ask, "What kind of work do I do?" I didn't tell them I was a YouTuber. I said, "Hey, I sell information," which is the truth. I said, "Hey, I sell information about people. Two people that want to travel to certain countries." As they were like, "What are you doing in Chile?" I said, "I'm here to collect data. I'm here to collect data on both of y'all as well." "Oh yeah, I'm gonna put you in a travel guide. I'm gonna put you in a travel guide." So her friend is like pissed off for no reason and just like being irritated by anything I'm saying. Meanwhile, the girl I've been talking to the whole time is continuing to act like she's very interested, wanting to find out more things about me. Cool. So I asked her friend, like, "Hey, what's going on? Why are you so upset with me? Your friend is not upset." Now, this is going in a travel guide. Then her friend hits her with the, hey, you ready to go back inside? The chick has been digging me the whole time. She's not really ready to go back inside, but because it's her friend and she just met me, she's like, yeah. So we all go back inside at the same time. The chick had been talking to me for 2 hours and dancing on me and all kind of and hugging me. And now she's cold. Yes, they were Chilean. Everybody in this scenario is Chilean, except me. Now she's cold. And I'm like, okay. I tried. Her friend, she had been dancing with me this whole time. So I tried to grab her to dance again. I told you guys when I get lit, I can actually move my hips and keep up with it. I had on my right shoes. I had on them Chelsea boots, goddammit. Collecting data, doing my research. This is a research channel. So I said, okay, her friend's cock blocking. It just so happened another friend that she knows came in there. I didn't see her come in there, but she came in there and they all knew each other. No, she did not get cold because I said something outlandish. He said, stop the cap. But I'm telling you, I'm going to get somebody to record me next time. I can dance better than 99% of this chat. I just been playing like, I just been pretending like I can't dance. I use that as my, if I don't have nothing to talk about, I use that as a conversation starter. Oh, I can't dance. So I go back outside to the smoking area. Not to smoke because I wasn't that night. I was just sitting down. And the chick that knows her and her other two friends, this is a whole new group of 3 girls that so happens to know the other 2 girls. This chick came to the club looking for somebody to sleep with. I know it. I could feel it. He said them brunch boots. So I'm sitting there, and the friend that's not so attractive is choosing the hardest. And I'm just being friendly. So I'm like, hey. But the one that is attractive is sneaking away like this. I'm like, oh, okay, now I see that. So I spoke to her. When she would speak, she would get real close. I'm like, oh, she's very interested to be that close. Within 5 minutes, I had already told her, I'm going to take you back to the spot with me. She said, okay, after this party is over with, we'll go. We go back inside to dance. I'm lit, so I'm drunk at this point, so I'm dancing. While I was convincing her friend to go back to the crib with me, the girl that was choosing at me originally was kind of mugging the whole time, like, this bitch talking to him. Why didn't he pick me? Somebody said you should have picked a threesome. I didn't want to do that. I was drunk and I still didn't want to do that. See, when I'm drunk, I'm still aware of my surroundings. We go back in there, we dancing to the point where we both sweating. The party is over at 4 a.m. It's around 2. We danced for literally like an hour and a half. The name of this cigar is called Last Call. It's a Maduro. I got to slow down, otherwise I'll start shaking. They said when they're in groups, you got to have a wingman. Trust me, I am a expert at dealing with women when it's 5 or more of them. Trust me, I've done it to me. I've been an expert at that since I was 16. I figured it out. 14, let's say, actually. It wasn't a 2-man mission because I don't think her friends know. She literally had her friends calling her over. And one of them said, oh, like, I think you just need to go to your house tonight. And so she's drunk. And she comes back. She's like, yeah, I think I'm going to go back to my place. I said, really? You just said you was going back with me earlier. I said, what did she say to you? She told me that she said that. So I worked my charisma, and she went back and told her friend, no, I'm still going to go with him. Good. Then the friend that was choosing originally asked her, hey, can he do both of us? And so I was like, wow, that sounds great, but I don't think I want to. I was like, what you mean? I said, you want me to fuck both of y'all? She says, no. She says, no. Kiss. I'm not kissing both of y'all. I'm not doing it. But I wanted this chick, so I was like, yeah, I kissed both of y'all, but I knew that wasn't about to happen. So then she comes back later, and her friend is upset because I don't want to kiss her. She can see it in my face that I don't want to. And her friend is like, I'm about to go home. Go with me. And she's like, yeah, I'm about to go with my friend. I said, no, you're not. You said you was leaving with me at 4 o'clock. So she goes back and she tells her, she must be really interested. She goes back and tells her friend, hey, no, I'm not doing that. She had a third friend do it again. I'm like, but all these chicks are not that attractive that are telling her to do this. Long story short, the chick thought we was gonna stay there till 5 a.m. and I told her, no, I'm ready to go home now. And we went home, and it was well worth the effort. Well worth the effort. Would it have been better to have a wingman in this situation? Absolutely not, I think. Because in that situation, I don't think my wingman would have liked the other chicks. And that means her friends would have even been trying to convince her more. You need to leave these guys alone. But since it's me by myself, I can control the narrative. They said, you wear a raincoat. Yes, I did. Your boy likes his peace and sanity. I don't need to be waiting around till the end of the month trying to figure out when you're going to get your thing going on. And I don't want to be shaken when I go do my routine test. Now, is that common in Chile? I don't know. They said Floyd would have grabbed her. Probably, one of those chicks was Floyd Speed. I would say that. And she wasn't ugly, but it was just more for Floyd. He said, Austin, don't worry, put a bag over it and focus on the hole. I'm past that stage in my life. If I got to second guess who I want to deal with, I don't even want to deal with him. They said Floyd likes him a 5 to 6. Office Jim Z says they love weed down there. Got to tell us if the quality is on point or not. People were smoking weed, but I don't know if it's illegal or not. But it must be a good quality for as many was smoking it. Now let's talk about the hater. The hater that tried to convince her not to go with me was not the slimmest. Glasses, short haircut, and alone. Makes a lot of sense. Nothing wrong with short haircuts. But the combination of cock blocking and all that other stuff I just described goes all together. Yeah, the title was clickbait. That's why we got 481 people watching. I mean, I could have got the same people watching if I'd be like story time about dating in Chile. If I would have said something like that, it would have been the same viewership, probably more. She cock block. But your boy is an expert, especially when they come in groups. Because I can, the same way I can entertain all 473 of y'all, I can entertain 5 of them in person very well. And I have all 5 of them laughing. And even the ones that's hating, just going, I can make their friends say, oh, yeah, you just don't want me to be with this amazing guy right here. Now, the first one, where her friend was like just irritated about every little thing I was saying and then dropped salt and the girl got cold, she still texts me today. Because when them drinks wore off, she realized that Austin Holloman has the sixth sense. Once I touch you, I control the mind. I hope you guys enjoyed that story. I have not been out here long enough to have enough dating stories, but I might stay a little longer. I was only going to stay here a week. I might stay 2 weeks in Santiago. Hmm. Also, you a true Mac. Thanks. Thanks. I'm gonna tell you guys what I had on. I had on my. I'm gonna show you. Anonymous said, "What happened with all those women you got?" So out of this is the thing about code approaching. It's literally numbers. So when you code approach, you have to approach literally like 10 to 20 girls per day. Because out of the 10 numbers I think I got that first day I was here, 2 of them are still around. Ten to 20 is not insane. I'm telling you. And by approaches, I mean not it's easy, it's easier abroad. It's easier when you're in places like Chile, Uruguay, Brazil, where Kenya, where there's a lot of options everywhere. So you can bump into one and then walk 20 feet and bump into another one. That's how you, because the way how you do 10 approaches in 1 hour is by going to the mall. In these Latin American countries and in Africa, the mall is the spot. Just like in the United States, the mall used to be very in Dallas. The mall used to be the spot. In Arlington, the mall used to be it's not the spot no more. People got work to do. 20 is high for a man on his grind. Well, here's the difference between your grind and my grind. My grind is literally doing this shit to talk to you guys about it. I'm telling you. There's so many women at the gyms in these other countries, not in Africa. They don't go to the gym like that. In South America, and even in Thailand, there's so many women at the gyms. I mean, I don't advise you because they're gonna see you talking. But you can literally get, I've done it too many times in the past month. You can get 3 numbers at the same gym at the same day within your 2 hour workout session. I'm not unemployed. I'm employed through my LLC. Now I'm gonna show you guys what I had on. I actually didn't like the outfit that much, but apparently it was good. Whoa, y'all can't see my WhatsApp. Uh, anyway, I had on something simple. The shirt wasn't necessarily simple, but I had on. I have it right here. I can show you guys. I had on this. Let me just show you because it's better in person. I had on this green button up, this dark green button up with the little lighter green spots in it, made by the same guy that made this little jumpsuit I got on. NC Nairobi in Nairobi, Kenya, the best tailor ever. His clothes will also be coming to the Austin Holloman shop, so be on the lookout for that. But I wore that. Of course, I wore my gold chain and all that, my Kenya bracelet that never comes off, my watch, and some faded black pants. That's the look that they have. And then my Chelsea boots that I did that really helped me with dancing yesterday. I love to wear jeans when I go out. Somebody said you always dress in suits. I don't recall me ever wearing a suit out. But when you wear jeans, it makes you look taller. And if you're in the gym and you've been working on your legs, it has that build up like that. And women love that shit. I'm telling you, the shorts they can help, but they kind of break it off a little bit. It depends if your legs are like mine, you can wear shorts and pull it off. I was gonna wear all white, but I think to nightclubs I will not wear all white. Because the all white brings a lot of attention, and then that's just a moment for somebody to ask. I did that in Nairobi, and somebody fucking spilled a drink on my pants. Was it on purpose? Don't know, but it happens. I'm gonna let you guys know this though: a button-up T-shirt, some jeans, and some boots is not a suit. If you think that's a suit, you dress way too casual too often. A suit is literally because you can wear suit pants with a button-up shirt or a t-shirt or a polo shirt and dress shoes, and that's still not a suit. You have to have on the jacket to make it a suit. I mean, this that I got on right now is more of a suit than that because the top matches the like it's literally a one piece. It's not one piece, but it's like matching. Suits usually match. They don't have to match, but usually they match. Now, could you wear a suit in Chile? Yes, at nighttime it's cool. Like even with those jeans and that shirt I had on, the breeze was making it like just right. If I would have had on shorts, it would have felt too cold. But inside where I was at, yeah, it was not. No, I could understand if you called this more of a suit. It's like a jumpsuit, a short suit. I don't know. What is your end game? I hate this question. What is your end game? My end game is whatever God gives to me. My end game is for you guys to be educated worldwide, and then I will stop. Once I hit all the countries I want to, I'll find a place and I'll sit down and I'll just write books and get on YouTube and talk about my experiences. And from time to time, I will vlog. The chapter has just started. Trust me. I'll probably be doing the same lifestyle for the next 2 years. Because I still have another 6 countries that I need to do in South America. Bolivia, I believe it's pronounced Suriname, Guyana, French Guyana, even Venezuela. My Uber driver was Venezuelan, and she told me that Venezuela is actually good to visit right now. A lot of people say it's not, but every Venezuelan I've talked to recommended that I go there to continue my journalism. But I will continue to do this until God puts a roadblock that's going to make me stop. Now, they say the HIV rates are high worldwide. They say that about every country. We will take a break, and you guys can listen to the music, and I will be right back. And I'll give you guys another story. Thank you for everybody that stayed during the break. Your boy had to use the bathroom. Now, I do need to make a commercial for when I go to the bathroom. I believe I have one, but I need to work on that. Let me write that down in my notes. Now, what is another story I can give you guys? let's talk about this. People that want to be an influencer. They want to know what I do when women ask, what do I do? What do I do to avoid women from finding out about my YouTube and seeing what I talk about, which is not centered around women. Women are included. The research does include women. I met this chick in Paraguay before I left. And your boy was so bold and so confident. It was two of them, right? I was upstairs at the mall and I seen one. I was on the phone. And I was like, yep, I'm finna go down there, escalate and talk to that one. She just went to Zara. And I went down there and that's what I told her. Hey, I saw you from upstairs. I had to come down here and speak to you. What's your name? Oh, she's so flattered. I have a boyfriend. She still gave me her Instagram. I see another one on the other side after I leave that one. So I went around. They went and sat down. When they sat down, I came right behind them and I leaned right over the ledge and I spoke to them. And they were so flattered by that I did that. Okay. We were talking. She's very interested. You know, how long am I going to be here again? They asked that. We didn't talk for a day or two. And then she reaches out and she says, hey, I did some investigating on you. I see that you have a lot of followers on your Instagram and your YouTube. Keep in mind, she does not, I never told her about my Instagram or none of that. It never came up. And I'm telling that to tell you guys, when you are an influencer and you put your face on camera and you use your legal first and last name like I do, there is no hiding that shit. And here's the thing. Let's say I did go by an alias name. Some people have advised me, I've had 2 or 3 people advise me, you should do an alias name. It's too late for that now. CNN has my real name. Can't do an alias name. The name of that song was called Booty Calls. I know you guys love that song. I play that song when women are in the video. But she was not offended by any content. She's like, I see you rate the countries. What do you think about my country? And she's still, Texas, still very interested. So it's not a problem. And I don't give a fuck if it was a problem. I'm going to tell you why. This is who I am. I'm Austin Holloman. I've always wanted to be an influencer. I've always wanted people to be able to recognize me and recognize my opinions. And I've always wanted to tell people what I believe in, my opinions. Okay? If she doesn't like what I'm doing, she can kick rocks. I'm not switching my career. I'm not doing none of that shit. If I were to go by an alias name, I tell her my real name, Austin Holloman. But my YouTube name is Saint Cyr, we have in the comments. Let's say I use his name. Or this one, I like this one right here. Anthony Wholesome. Let's say that was my YouTube name. When I've been in places like Bangkok, Nairobi, Pattaya, Dar es Salaam, Rio de Janeiro. Where else have I been? Asuncion, Paraguay. And people stop me and they say, hey, that's Anthony Wholesome. And I'm with this chick. And then it happened, like, for example, when I was with Kate in Pattaya, I would get stopped at least 10 times per day. Every single day I was there. What do I do? Oh, why do they keep calling you Anthony Wholesome? Where do they know you from? Can't hide it. What you gonna do, lie? Oh, I don't know what they talking about. Well, it's a lot of people that seem to talk to you about something that you don't know what they talking about. So that's not gonna work. Because then what she's gonna do is, what they call him, Anthony Wholesome? Boom, your face is on it. She got you. Now what happens from there happens from there. There's no hiding it. Has this ran women off? Yes. Don't give a fuck. But here's the thing, Anonymous. Just tell them you use an alias to protect your privacy. The point that I'm making is some dudes think that whenever women find out about my YouTube, I can lose good women. No, the women that I lose don't have any common sense. Because there's nothing bad about what I'm talking about on YouTube. Just like the chick in Uruguay that said, "Hey, I saw your YouTube videos. I think you're objectifying women." Bye, motherfucker. You are a headache already. I can see that. You think I'm objectifying women by asking for directions. So the dead weight got rid of itself. That's a plus. So in my eyes, any woman that is ran off, no go. The chick that I said, "Hey, I need you to be my server, otherwise I'm not gonna eat here." She asked for my Instagram on the spot, and I thought, "Ooh, I wonder what she's gonna think." Still here to this day. The ones you lose, you are not supposed to have. Okay? So, what is that like? I don't care. I don't care about the girl. Here's the thing. What people need to understand. In 2020, in 1994, you most likely met women that were in your area. Let's say on a college campus. When she meets you, she doesn't have the internet to go look for you on Google. So she will go ask people, "Hey, what do you know about this guy?" Women have been doing research for hundreds of years when they meet somebody. So now they don't have to ask people. They can just get on Google, type in your name, and everything pops up about you. If you guys can't deal with that and you want to be an influencer, do not put your face on camera and do not use your real name. What's the thing? If you got, hey, I enjoy people knowing that I'm the one helping them. If you want to be a backstage, nobody knows me, but I'm helping everybody, that's your decision. That's not that damn sure ain't mine. I love people loving me. And believe it or not, that works in your favor too. Whenever I'm out with women and they see, it's not that it could be that, hey, he has clout. Ooh, that makes him more attractive. There's good clout and there's bad clout. Because I could be George Zimmerman and there's black people walking up on me like, "Hey, you're the guy that shot Trayvon Martin." That's not necessarily going to turn a woman on, right? But when they say, "Hey, Austin," I've had women with me and a guy walked up and said, "Hey, Austin, your videos changed my life. I'm in this city right now. I'm in Nairobi right now because of you. I love you. Hey, what are you drinking? Let me pay for your drink and her drink." Women get turned on by that because now they think, "Oh, he has clout and the people love him." Who doesn't want to be loved, first of all? So when you have people on a daily basis that come and they love you, it's a win-win situation. In a woman, if she says, "Oh, the people may love him, but I want a more low-key guy." Bye, bitch. I'm not the one for you because I will not be shutting down my YouTube channel and I will not be shutting down my Instagram. And even if I do, people will still recognize me. They're still gonna remember who I was. Has anybody recognized me in Chile? No. Not in Chile. If I now here's the thing. Here's my cheat code to being recognized everywhere I go. Like I've been recognized in Uruguay a few times because I got on TikTok talking about Uruguay. I've been recognized in Argentina because I got on TikTok. If you want to be recognized, TikTok is your friend. It can happen with YouTube, but it's a slower process. With TikTok, it can be overnight. Let's read the super chat. We have one from Noisy Mac, but he says, "Who were those chicks in the overlay? Did you get play or no Nintendo?" No, they. I just took the picture with them so y'all could see. I mean, they were talking to me and flirting, but like, I wasn't really into them. Uh, but I was like, oh, the guys want to see. I'm gonna take the picture, thumbnail or something one day, which I did use it as a thumbnail. Male reality lessons with a $20 super chat says, "I applied you, I applied you, I applied and I applied your." I think he meant to say honor, growth, and maturity, continued success. Thank you very much for that super chat. I'm glad you can see those things. Thank you very much. So what I'll do is I will post short clips of I will break up my vlogs from Chile, specifically when I'm talking about. The people in Chile already know what Chile looks like for the most part. Most of them. Sometimes I've showed parts of Kenya that Kenyans didn't even know. You need to chop up the parts that you're speaking on the country, negative or positive, and post it on TikTok. Okay. The FBI guy said, I don't even know who the FBI guy is. I'm pretty sure he did have a short time with Kate. A lot of people had a short time with Kate, it sounds like. I had a long time and I made some long money. So you can keep busting nuts and all you want, but I got both. He said, "Where are you stating black men?" Today's title was clickbait. I would change that title after this is over. It was clickbait. Austin, what's your body count down to triple digits? I think so. Oh yeah, you're right about not posting that. I don't know. Is it in the triple digits? I don't know. Y'all usually know more than I do. Y'all usually know more than I do about me. You tell me what the body count is at. If women are offended that I have other women on my Instagram, so be it. You don't see me kissing nobody. As far as y'all know, they're just friends or they're paid actors. If you're dealing with loose women, that's true. That's true. Now, what would y'all like to hear next? Because I got to go here in a minute. But I would like for you guys to do me a favor. Head over here to this website right here. I'm about to show you guys this website that you can't miss out on it. This website, theaustinholloman.com, or you can click the link that is been put. I'm gonna bookmark it to the top of the chat. I want you guys to click on this link, and I'm gonna tell you guys why you should click on this link. I'm bookmarking this Linktree link. Click that link. Click the Digital Nomad Starter Kit. And if you want to come to Chile, you want to go to Uruguay, Paraguay, go to 18, 19 countries in 1 year, like your boy on the screen, Austin Holloman. You need to have remote income, or you need to already be rich or have a big savings. You need to have something that's going to give you money every day while you are abroad. A lot of you guys don't know where to start. So I have made the free remote. I made this free. It used to be paid. The Digital Nomad Starter Kit. It comes with 300 job opportunities for you to work abroad. It comes with a free travel checklist and a budget checklist to how much you should be spending. I personally do not follow it, but I know how much I should be spending. It shows you how to live for $2,000 per month. $2,000 per month is the easiest thing an American or anybody from a Western country can make per month. It's completely free. Now, I will advise you, when you get this, you will get emails from me daily. More free information about what to expect abroad, how to protect yourself abroad, who to avoid abroad. You will get discount codes on travel guides and books. Speaking of travel guides, if you head right here to products and you go to travel guides, let's say you want to go to Rio in Brazil, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. As you see, if you buy more than one travel guide, if you buy 2 travel guides, it goes down by 10%. If you buy 3, it goes down 20%. If you buy 4 or more, it goes down 30%. And there is even a little spinner thing that usually pops up right here, and it allows you to spin it. I've gotten some guys that have gotten travel guides for 70% off. That's damn near free. But you got to go to the website first. And I see somebody just got the Digital Nomad Starter Kit there for free. What can you expect whenever you get this travel guide? And I need y'all to leave some more reviews because y'all have bought more than 2 people. More than 2 people have bought. I will show you guys what clubs to go to. Practical information, like do not walk with your phone on your ear, because it is very common for people to target people that do this, because tourists are the only people in Rio that do this. Even here in Chile, it's like that. What areas to avoid? What areas should you stay in? How much should you expect to pay to stay in that area? What are the best restaurants? What are the best malls? Where can you find the women at? I know a lot of you guys want to do that. All you got to do is head over to the website and get a travel guide. If there is something in the travel guide that you wanted to see that was not there, leave me feedback. And when you leave me feedback, I will go back, update it, and send an email out to everybody that has already bought the travel guide for the new version, and you will get what you asked for. It is a consultation at a fraction of the price, and it is unbeatable because I'm offering the opportunity for you to critique it, and I go back and update it. It's an endless consultation. No need to pay $300 for a consultation. No need to pay $150 for a consultation when you could pay $20. No, I have not been to that mall yet. Anybody know any remote jobs? I just told you can download it for free. Download it for free. Floyd says save him a cigar. No, because Floyd likes to smoke half of the cigar and then set it down and say he's done. Cigars are not that cheap. I would take Floyd to where he can go buy a cigar and he can halfway finish it. Did anybody call me a nigger here today? No. I don't think that's going to be happening in Chile. That's not even, racism is not even crossing my mind in Chile. Now, what else would you guys like to know? Oh, we got a bunch of people that got the travel guides. Get the travel guide and get the free digital nomad starter kit. Now I'm gonna go get some cheese out the refrigerator because the cigar is making me hungry. If you guys smoke cigars, you know what I'm talking about. I told the chat 2 stories. Just cheese. If you guys don't know, cheese is high in protein, especially the dry cheese. And it gives you energy. Anonymous, the first story was about the girl, the cold approaches, and then the second one was about the club. And I told 2 stories from the club, and then I told 2 cold approach stories. Google it, I'm telling you. Smoke Gouda for me. Again, if you guys would like to know the name of this song, it's by Randy Sharp, Booty Calls. Floyd, do not show up in Chile with that red shirt. They said also how come you stop drinking liquid cocaine? I didn't mean to stop. I just have not bought any because I've been spending so much money here in Chile because it's not cheap. Yeah, Floyd, that troll shit got to stop. Let's all look at that video. That is a hilarious. Y'all got to stop trolling Floyd because apparently it's getting to him. Let's open up that this shit is hilarious.
This troll shit got stopped. This troll shit got stopped. This troll shit got stopped.
Look at his face. Floyd, you are hilarious.
This troll shit got stopped.
That's gonna be put on a soundboard. They said Floyd is pulling up with the blue shirt instead. Y'all going to the club with the headphones. No, we will not. We will not go to the club with the headphones. Yeah, we're gonna take those headphones from Floyd. I'm supposed to meet up with that Chilean woman from the dating show sometime next week, but it's so much action. I don't know, man. They said the Floyd and Austin combo would get donations going. Yes, it does seem y'all donate when we are together. Y'all like the duo. But rather than you donating, I need you guys to buy the book, buy the travel guys. I put a lot of time into that stuff, and I would like for you guys to take advantage of that, of the information, rather than donations. But we are wrapping up here. The cigar has me laid out. Because this troll shit got to stop. But I will give you guys a couple more minutes. Any other things you want me to touch on while I'm live right now? And then I'm going to go edit today's vlog and tell you guys what I think about Chile so far in detail. And then we're going to get off here. But I need you guys to give me something else to talk about before I get off here. Otherwise, we're going to get off here. I don't know enough about business opportunities in Chile yet. I do need to look into that while I'm here. I'll be here long enough to look into that. From Professor. Is the Colombia trip off the table? I don't know. The Passport Bros documentary is supposed to be in Medellin. They better not do that documentary without me. They better not do it without me. But Medellin does not sound that attractive. Yes, we will be trying wine here in Chile as well. I'll probably do that tomorrow. Show you guys some more food that I had here in Chile. The food is amazing in Chile, by the way. A meal like this in Chile, in Santiago, Chile, this meal was about nine. Let me see. Let me be exact because it was about 850 in Chilean, the currency here, Chilean pesos, which is about $9.30. Now in Texas, this meal will be about $15 to $16. So it's not as cheap as somewhere like Argentina, where this meal would be about $3. That's not plantains; those are potatoes. And everybody speaks to me in Portuguese here. They automatically assume, which rightfully so, because most of the black people I've seen here are either Venezuelan or Brazilian, depending on what area you're in. Now my metabolism was high yesterday, so this meal ran right through me. No, I have not went to the affluent neighborhoods yet. I would do that as well. It was not filling. Now I'll show you guys another meal that I had because this meal was so small. Actually, I didn't record that. She was very cute in person, but they were with these two guys right here. Yes, I did find the gyms in Chile. I 100% recommend you guys go to the Energy Gym. You cannot go to SmartFit unless you sign up for a year contract. I have not gotten any more tattoos out here, but it looks like the tattoo artists are pretty good because a lot of people have tattoos and they're all pretty good. Now, we have a super chat from the Kosher Clinician for $10. He says, payment for the book. Let's do a show soon. As we discussed in the past, I will send you a copy for the book. Thank you very much for the super chat. I will reach out to you on the back end as soon as I send you the book. Rank women in Spain, Chile, Uruguay, and Argentina. I have never been to Spain. But in between Chile, Uruguay, and Argentina, I would say it's in between Chile and Uruguay for the number one. I put Argentina at number 3. I'm going to have to go with Chile just because they have more of a variety. Do they have a Subway here? Yes, they do have the Subway store, the restaurant, and they do have an actual Subway that goes underneath. I need to try that as well. I've not thought about that. The internet is absolutely fantastic. This apartment that I'm staying at right now, my YouTube videos, 5-6 gigabytes, usually upload in 3 minutes. In Kenya, it was 15 minutes. In Thailand, it was like 8 minutes. It's faster internet here from my experience in Thailand. Those were the same rocks that I slipped on when I told you guys I was going down the stairs and I slipped. Do I like the weather better in Santiago or Asuncion? I would say Asuncion because I'm a fan of hot weather. And it's extreme. It's like 100+ degrees right now in Asuncion. It is very Americanized here. Like I said, you have the W Hotel, you have Carl's Jr., you have Outback, McDonald's, KFC, Subway. There's literally not too many American restaurants that are in America at chain restaurants that are not here. That being said, there's a lot of fit women in Chile, but there's a lot of women that are also out of shape. And I think that has a lot to do with the fast food that they have here. Put a 1 in the chat to stay live. Put a 2 in the chat for me to close it down and start working on the vlog. I also have another live stream I'm about to hop on with Andre and Andrea Loves Crossing Borders. I put that in my community post. Everybody's putting a 1 in the chat. Okay. Give me some more topics to touch on. Why am I doing another one? Well, Andre, it's going to be on his channel, but we are going to be talking about the book. He had some questions. I don't know the questions to ask, but he read the book. He loved the book, and he gave me some criticism on the book or what I should do different with the next book, like make it longer. And we will discuss it. So if you guys are interested in the book and you want to buy the book, but you're not sure yet, we will cover the book today. What is a passport, bro, in your complete definition? This is one of the hardest questions somebody could ask me. A passport, bro, usually is somebody black, but we know it's not limited to that anymore. A passport, bro, is a man that, in my definition, that is traveling to find a better life abroad, whether if that's better food, better quality of life, better standards of, which is all this, standards of housing, better social life, better dating life. It's a lot of stuff that goes into that. But I think those things that I listed is what's there. Is it a sex tourism, pay for play? Some dudes use it as that. But I don't think that, in my definition, I don't think that's what it really is. At least that's not what it was intended to be when it was started. But you have people that do make it seem that way. Apparently, the CNN and Global, a passport bro is somebody that travels looking for a traditional woman. So they usually come over to these chats like, "Oh, where are you guys' wives?" I'm 24. I will not be getting married right now. I can have a girlfriend, yes. Not the best decision because I travel so much. But I think the true passport bro is an expat. Have you been? Kamal Oz said, "Have you been to Belize, Ethiopia, or Namibia?" None of those, but I will be going to Belize and Ethiopia and Namibia. I'll probably do Ethiopia before Namibia. A digital nomad is also linked with Passport Bros. What's going on, Toronto Black Dom? Don't you dare go to Namibia. Why? Passport Bros do have a bad rep. That's why 10 months ago I disassociated my name from it. Don't worry, Africa will never be overrun with Passport Bros. It sure won't. And it's not because of the distance, because these dudes still go to Thailand, and Thailand is Africa is halfway across the world. Thailand is on the other side of the world. But like the title says, black men are making excuses to not date black women. And that fits Africa as well. Not all of us, because y'all know I love them, but I love everybody. That's why I'm having a hard time. I need to go back to Kenya. I need to, but I'm having a hard time getting back over there. I've heard this from West Africans, not East Africans. When I was in East Africa, I got all love. The people that have the most negative things to say about East Africa don't travel to East Africa. You guys also need to, and I'm not talking to you when I say this, but I'm just saying in general, we need to stop judging places that we've never been to. There's a lot of know-it-alls that know everything about a place based off word of mouth. Take my advice for what it is, but you still have to go to these places and experience them for yourself. Your experience will not be my experience. Your experience will not be Floyd's experience. The true passport bros have either a long time expat in one country or they have 5 or more stamps in their passport. Let's go ahead and set that as a standard. Like BMT came up with the term passport bros. As far as I know, he's been to Colombia, Brazil, Thailand. I believe he's been to the Philippines too, right? And the DR. Yes. Here's the reason why I say you should not make assumptions about places that you've never been. Here's why I say that. People said that Chile was super racist, hostile towards black people. I have not even came close to experiencing that. And they have a lot of black Venezuelans and a lot of Haitians here right now. Nobody looks at it as funny. Yes, I'm on Twitch too right now. I live stream. I need as much exposure as I can get because I'm a clout chaser. I can show you statistics that don't lie and peer-reviewed studies. Here's the thing. They tell you that Brazil, the statistics tell you that Brazil is super dangerous. And if you read those statistics, you would think you are guaranteed to be shot within living there 6 months. The statistics tell you about HIV rates in these places. You would think the first time you go raw is over with. Are these statistics fake? I would not say that they're fake. I would not say that. I would not say that. But things are subjective. Here's the thing. Who is likely to experience racism? Who is like, so you're telling me find some, because I'm black, right? And if anybody's going to experience racism anywhere in the world, it will be a black person. Because usually when racism is being talked about, it's usually about black people. So I can talk to myself. Why is it that I'm less likely? Ask yourself that. Why is it that Austin Holland is less likely? I'm going to tell you why. It's because NC Nairobi and Kenya made this jumpsuit and it makes the racism go away. You're mixing up statistics with probability. Yeah. Statistics will tell you they generate probability off of statistics. They don't just say, oh, you know what? Floyd had a racist experience there, so it's a 9 out of 10 chance you'll have it there too. No, they make that 9 out of 10 chance based off of what the data says. If you look at the statistics for mass shootings in the United States, you would think that everybody in the United States knows somebody that's been murdered in a mass shooting. And I do not know anybody that's been hit in a mass shooting, God forbid. And I know people that do not know people. But the statistics say otherwise. That's why I'm going to these places to show you guys. Have I experienced racism abroad? I think I have. How long did it take me to get there? That's the thing, the probability. But hey, if you guys want to let statistics cheat you out of going and experiencing new places, don't go. Don't go. He says, if I flip a coin 10 times and 9 out of 10 times it lands on heads, what, in your opinion, are the chances that it lands on heads the 10th time? Will you not flip a coin because of the probability that it may not work in your favor? I mean, if you feel this way about statistics, move out of the United States and go to Africa, where you will not experience racism because everybody there is black anyway. You will not have Africans treating you a certain way when you are the same skin color. In the United States, there's a high divorce rate. Does that mean in the United States you experience that? No, but that does mean you should proceed with caution and maybe you shouldn't do it. Now, you brought up Israel and Palestine. Duh. Those places are in a full-out war. I've never got online and told somebody to go to a place that's in a confirmed war zone. Somebody said you will not experience racism if you are in North Africa. There are 54 countries in Africa. North Africa is not 54 countries. If you feel like that, don't go to North Africa. There's like 30 or more countries south of that. You can go. I've been to Kenya. I've been to Tanzania. I've been to Zambia. I've been to Rwanda, Uganda. I've been to Ghana. I've been to. I did not experience racism in those places. If you want to experience the least amount of racism, in my advice, I suggest you go to places like Siberia, where there's not that many people to begin with. You won't experience racism there. That's the best probability. I'm tripping. He said, I'm tripping. Stay in those places 3 months. I did. I stayed in Nairobi for longer than 3 months. I stayed in Salvador longer than 3 months. I was in Thailand for a while as well. I've been to Thailand several times. My thing is this: if the probability is showing you that racism is so bad, why does it take 3 months to experience it? That means it's not that bad. I mean, I can tell you guys this: mosquitoes are bad in Tanzania. It will not take you 3 months to run into a mosquito problem. Transgenders are very common in Thailand. It will not take you 3 months to run into a trans in Thailand. That is my point. Beautiful women are not uncommon in Brazil. It would not take you 3 months to find beautiful women. Racism is very common in Brazil. I do not recall personally experiencing racism. Did I see it with other people and with the way how the government was set up? Yes. Not my problem. I'm not from Brazil. That doesn't matter to me. What matters to me when I go somewhere is how I'm being treated. And I'm pretty sure most people think that same way. I've had people try to convince me like, oh, the women in South America are promiscuous. They're just hoes. Don't go. There's a lot of continents you can go to, And there's a lot of countries in these continents you can go to. Don't go. That's my thing, though. Don't go. You guys are looking for trouble when you go to these places. When I went to Argentina, Austin, why would you want to go there? They're so racist. Number one, I'm going everywhere. Everywhere that's going to be not confirmed, like, okay, maybe you shouldn't go. For example, I was going to go to Ecuador. Ecuador just had some people run up on a live TV set and hold them hostage and put grenades in their shirts. After seeing that, I'm like, if they do that, they're willing to do anything. I won't go. If I feel, I'm not going to get online and complain about it. I just won't go. Ukraine is in a war. There was a guy that got on my live stream and he said, you can come out here and you'll be just fine. Hey, I appreciate his invite, but I'm not going. South Dallas is not the safest place in Dallas. I don't go to South Dallas when I was living there. I didn't go. No need to get online and complain about it. Just don't go. You think Asian women are more submissive than Latin women? Don't go to Latin America. Or you can go to both places like I did and find out for yourself. Just don't go. You feel like cigars cause cancer? Don't smoke them. You feel like women are going to use you for YouTube clout when you become an influencer? Don't become a YouTuber. It's that simple. It's that simple. Don't go. You will not convince me. I'm going to go to these places that I want to go to, and I'm going to find out for myself. I found out, hey, Argentina does have some sort of negative energy you can feel kind of when you're there. You don't feel it until you leave. When you first get there, it feels like, oh, everything's fine. Whenever I went to Uruguay, I said, oh, I can feel that difference. When I came back to the airport, I said, I can feel that difference again. If that energy is too much for me, I won't return. No need to get online and complain about it. Don't go. Oh, the couch looks like that because I didn't. It's because I'm sitting in the middle of it. People that have the most statistics do not travel outside the United States. People in these countries say, oh, like, when people criticize me about traveling and dating abroad, oh, they like you because you're rich. In Brazil, your money converts into a higher conversion rate. You're rich when you get there. Okay, don't date Brazilian women then. They have rich Brazilians that I've seen Brazilians in every Latin American country I've been to. Brazil is like the superpower of South America. They don't need to date an American to feel like they can find somebody with money. T-Dot, I almost did date an American black woman overseas, and I did not do it because it was the same bullshit. What's the probability? What is the here's your probability and statistics. What is the probability of Austin Holloman going back to Brazil and then going to jail? Hey, I know there's a probability of it, so I'm not going back. That's simple. But yeah, you guys, it's time to wrap up this live stream. We've talked a lot. I'm taking a break because I'm about to get on another live stream here in a minute. My back is hurting from sitting here like this. Click the link for the free digital nomad checklist, job list. Everything you need is in that kit, and I will be adding more stuff to it in the future. That's where an alias would have been useful. It would have. But guess what? An alias would have been useful to get into the country. People still have my face on CNN. I have tattoos. I can't hide that much. I can say, oh, that's a guy that looks like me. That's not me. I grew a beard. That's not me. I have a beard. That guy doesn't have a beard. But y'all got the same tattoo in the same spot. Austin, look up professional boxer Mauro Mina. The region he is from is called the Center of Black Peruvian Culture. He was a Black Peruvian professional boxer. Let's see. Mauro Mina. This is the guy that you wanted me to look up. I appreciate your super chat. I don't know what you want me to do with this, but I'm giving this guy a shout out. The boxer. But yeah, you guys, we're going to wrap up today's live stream. I appreciate everybody coming through. Make sure you click that link tree at the pinned comment. It will also be the first comment on this stream. I love you guys, and I will see you guys next time. Ethiopian women are gorgeous. Many here in Dallas. Yes, there are a lot of Ethiopians on the north side of Dallas. There's a whole neighborhood north of 635 where you can see a lot of them. I will see you guys next time.